What's up? Today I'll be talking about the movie The Wrath of Vajra. Vajra. I know I'm saying it kind of wrong, but let me just say it first off before I get to say this. They have to do a sequel to this movie called The Kid of Vajra. Hopefully it will happen. I'll tell you why in my opinion. But this movie, I did not expect it for it to be so good, man. I saw the trailers for it. I thought it'd be like a decent action drama type of movie. You know how these new school martial arts movie in China is now? They all have to be like epic and stuff, but like the martial art would be like good, but not like all that. This martial arts was ridiculously all that. I love it. It's a simple story. You know how most of these Asian movies always have now simple stories, and it's about the movie starts with this old guy, Yukari Kurata. He's a popular martial artist back in the days, and he's still doing movies now. Now, if anyone expect him to do any action movies in this movie, any action scenes in this movie, he doesn't. Yukari Kurata's character, he plays like this character when he was in prison. The Japanese, I think, Prince, the Highness, comes to him. He want to rescue this program called the Hades program, like when young children learn to become fighters and have Japanese soldiers like from different parts of the world, pretty much what it sounds like, and they grow up to become warriors for Japan, to invade other countries. So the prince, right, wants to hire him. The Highness wants to hire him, like to build up this organization once more. So Kurata's character. That's just a spit out a kidney stone or something. That was embarrassing. So anyway, Kurata's character told him that I want to speak to somebody. So Kurata was like the master of the Hades society, like this organization. Hired his final student, said, "Hey, I don't want you to fail me. I want you to build this up." And he talked about his prize student K-29, who once the master was arrested, from the Japanese government, because I don't know what happened. Maybe he failed in one of the missions, probably, I guess. And he told his student K-28 that I want you to build back the program and start what he started pretty much, and and also he mentioned K-29 and then his prize student told him that he will flush out K-29 to come out and open, pretty much. So if he does this, Dave Master will be free from prison, and so meanwhile, Saki Kurata's character is in prison, and that's all he does. He gets intel information, here and there, what's going on, how it's going, while his student, he's going to take over his teaching and stuff, continue, they're going to kidnap children and teach them how to become strong martial artists to fight for the Japanese government to invade other countries, pretty much. Meanwhile, you got K-29, who's the warrior that escaped all that lifestyle, doesn't want to be part of it no more. He's like a Shaolin monk, and the Shaolin monk told him about this technique called like Vajra or something. It's something about your to control your anger, to control your emotions, one of those type of things. Anyway, while he's training his martial arts, the Shaolin monk died. The Shaolin monk boys start crying, and they bury him. Later on, the K-29 start finding out that the Shaolin monk boy and a lot of children have been kidnapped, been taken away to the Hades temple to be trained, and that's when K-29 decided, what, I gotta go save these children, and he enters the temple, met up with K-28, and then K-28, in order to fight him, you have to fight other fighters, you fight this tall, strong guy. He fights the second fight. He fights this guy named Crazy Monkey. He does this grunge style moves. He can't see in the light because he's always in the dark inside his chambers. And of course, the third fighter he fights is K-28. This movie does have good action scenes, but the drama is so well done in this movie. I really do like the acting. When you see a horror movie or a martial arts movie, you don't care about that. You just care about what it is. Get straight to the blood and gore and horrors, kill scenes. Get an action movie. Get straight to the punching and kicking. But surprisingly, the acting was good in this movie because you could feel the emotion for these characters, you know. And I like the lead hero in this movie. I believe I don't know too much about him, but let me just say this guy is gonna be my new favorite modern martial arts star right now. Right now, I select him as 2000. I think the movie came in 2013. This movie is actually gonna get a Blu-ray release on 2014 this year, by the way. I think this month or next month. But um, but the Wrath of Vajra is amazing. I mean, and plus you got another scene with soldiers that fought for the Chinese government to battle the Japanese soldier. They're going like into the prison, you know, stop the Hades fighters pretty much. But I don't want to spoil too much. But it does have a nice little twist as it develops about one of the characters, you know, and the flashback about his brother, about the fight his brother. That K29 have a flashback how he killed his brother, you know, and that's something he regretted, you know, in the past. But let's say that we kind of like a twist on that flashback. But the soundtrack, let me say, the soundtrack was awesome for a martial arts action movie with good drama. I was surprised for it to have such a great soundtrack with this. Fantastic. I love the intros, I love the outro soundtrack. And even playing through the movie, shockingly, it was really good and it really matches with this movie. Um, Definitely The Wrath of Vajra. This is a must-see movie. Try to find a way to get it or get the Blu-ray that's coming out soon. Hopefully they do a sequel to this, and I'm gonna tell you why. Because, like I say, Yukari Kurata's character, you know, he was like the lead guy that started the Hades program, pretty much, right? And pretty much he was in the prison throughout the whole movie, getting intel what's going on. Since he's still in the prison, I wonder, does that mean he's gonna kill himself, or is he still alive in that prison, in the Japanese prison? So if they do a sequel, it's definitely going to be based on his character, and hopefully we get something like a sequel. Maybe they might call it the King of Vajra, as the hero might have to fight his master, you know, in the movie. So let's see if that will happen. But The Wrath of Vajra, please check this out and definitely support this movie. Anyway, guys, peace and see you later.